random topic generator, and the question is, what do you bring with you everywhere you go? What do you bring with you everywhere you go? So, first of all, I can't go anywhere without my watch or my phone. Like, I feel really, really empty without it. Like I'm missing a leg or something, you know? But the crazy thing is, though, like, it's a gift and a curse because, like, without those items, you feel the most freest, and maybe we should get comfortable with that. You know, that technology can really bog us down, you know what I'm saying? Like, captivate all of our time and attention. We miss things like a beautiful girl walking down the street, or, you know, a nice flower outside if you're a woman or something, or a lady. You know, you tend to just miss out on things because you're always interacting on your phone. And the gift is, without that stuff, you know, your phone, your watch, especially those new watches like the Apple Watches, hey, you know, just another distraction. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? What do you bring with you everywhere you go? All right, this song is called KOS Lounge. Also, I guess it's like the settings where you at too. Like, you know, if I'm gonna go to, I definitely like to have like a nice drink like every evening, like at least one. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I like to, you know, I like to go places. So, I mean, I'm not trying to incriminate myself, but you know, I definitely like taking my drinks with me. I've seen some people, they bring like dogs everywhere they go. So, you know, that's really interesting. All right, second question is coming up next. question is, which recent news story is the most interesting? Which recent news story is the most interesting? Oh man, so many is popping up in my mind right now. Like, I listen to this guy named O'Shea Duke Jackson. Funny guy, funny character. He has a story about Marquez Houston, who he's dating. Also like just anything politics. You know, I like watching the news go crazy. You know, I typically look up like the storylines, see if they're true or not. See how the news is like flipping it. I mean, it's really interesting how like the truth is being foretold these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one news channel saying one thing, you know, another saying the same thing but cutting out snippets and making it a different truth. So, you know. But it kind of reminds me of like my favorite comedian, Jon Stewart, on The Daily Show. Man, I was tuning in, and that was the greatest during that Bush era, that Obama era. Yeah, that was great. But the most interesting stories are what's current. You know, you have the movements, you have all of these things going on in society right now with the shootings and everything. So those are the most interesting. Hopefully they stay on the #1 charts when the time out, you know, because we just need to highlight these things and you know, make sure that it's being attended to. We need attention. We need spotlights on that. We don't need it to be happening more, but definitely we need to see some changes. So that's the most interesting thing that I could say right now. Yeah. What about you? What about you guys? You know, which recent news story is the most interesting? The next question is, when do you want to retire and what do you want to do when you retire? All right, so I want to retire. I don't ever want to retire. Like, that's crazy. You know why? Because like, I just truly want to find something that I love doing every day, every minute. I want to be sleepless. I want to find something that like keeps me up every day, every night. You know, just keep me working. Therefore, you never have to retire. So I guess I'll retire when I'm like 120 years old. And I guess when I do retire, I just want to be able to just relax and just kick it and just enjoy life in my old ages, starting today on out. I mean, I'm not old right now, but hey, hopefully I'm doing the things that I enjoy, like this right here, just good music, good vibes, talking to a good audience and everything. So, you know, that's just how it is. But I could definitely see myself on a boat, on a cruise, on a yacht somewhere, just sipping on a cool island breeze drink, traveling back and forth to the Caribbean. Go to Mexico a few times, lots of road trips, meeting new people, and spending time with family. I think that's like the most important thing, is spending time with family, just going to see them. I do have a lot. So yeah. All right, this question is, what is the most disgusting thing you have heard happen at a restaurant? What is the most disgusting thing you have ever heard happened at a restaurant? That's a really good question. It's really interesting. I gotta really think about that one. I don't know any restaurant stories, but there is this cafe that I know. And it was infested. They had to shut it down for a whole week, and tons of people been going there for to get breakfast every day and lunch. So as soon as I found out that that cafe was infested with bugs and insects, no one wanted to go back there. I mean, I don't blame them. But then I've also heard about a story about a death or something, or like an injury in like one of these restaurants in Atlanta a long time ago, and that restaurant was shut down for a few weeks or so. But hey, I don't know. It's a good topic though. This one says, what sci-fi movie or book would you like the future to be like? Unfortunately, I don't know that many sci-fi movies or books. I mean, I've read actually I haven't. Not into that really. But what I can answer is what I do want to see in the future. I want to see cars fly in the future. I want to see. I want to be able to go on a super or hyper speed train and get to New York in 2 hours. Yeah. I think that's it right there. I wanna be able to get to places really, really quickly. Or traveling. There need to be a plane that can get me anywhere in 3 hours tops. The farthest distance around. 3 hours. It could be here to Bangkok. 3 hours. And recently I've been into a lot of space. Journeys with the Elon Musk. So I'm thinking maybe one day in the future we could go visit space commercially. So yeah, definitely flying cars, hypersonic super speed, and going out to space. Yeah. Alright, what type of phone do you have? I got an iPhone. I do miss my Androids at times, but I feel like the iPhone is more compatible with my software. I have a MacBook Pro. it's easy to file transfer. Just doing random techniques to just save files and file share and be more productive without downloading. And you know what's cool about the iPhone? Like the AirDrop feature, that almost saves me all the time. All right, what is the most overrated movie? I don't want to say I don't know, but I gotta think really, really long and hard on that one. I actually don't get into a lot of movies. I actually don't know. I cannot answer that question right there. Like, I think one of my favorite movies is Wedding Crashers, and I can watch that like repeatedly, like 500 times in a row, and I still feel the same way. But overrated, I don't know. I have no clue. But I can tell you like my favorite movies are action movies, or like rom-coms. Yeah. All right, next question is if you could learn the answer to one question about your future, what would the question be? If you could learn the answer to one question about your future, what would the question be? This is going to be a really strategic question. So it would be like, what didn't I do that couldn't make me a billionaire? What didn't I do that could have made me a billionaire? Like, why didn't I get there? Like most people would be like, hey, yo, like, what age am I gonna do this? You know, now, nope. Let's go straight to the point. You know, just tell me what I need to know. Like, I want to enjoy like life now. I don't want to wait till I'm 60 to retire. Some of what I need to do right now. It's like one of those questions where they ask you, hey, what would you like tell your younger self? Yeah, what didn't I do that didn't make me a billionaire? Because the chances are slim, but hey, if I knew the formula now, I would definitely get it, right? What about you guys? If you could learn the answer to one question about your future, what would the question be? That is a great question, by the way. Next question is, what is the longest book you've read? What is the longest book you've read?
DJ Don YEEZY.
All right, the longest book I've ever read is, I would say, the Bible. Like I'm still reading it right now. Like I've been reading it for a very long time, a couple of months now. See, the thing is, I don't even think because of the amount of pages it is. It's just the interpretation, being able to interpretate all of the scriptures and all of the, the wisdom, and like taking it in. So like you can't really just read it like a book. You have to take it in and really study it just to make sure that you're getting the points. And half of the time you miss the point. But the beautiful thing is, it's just having a lot of people around you to help you read the Bible. And to understand the meaning of it, There are a lot of great examples, a lot of good things out of it. So far, yeah, that's the longest book I've read. Let's go. All right, next question is, what do you think about reality TV? And why do you think it's so popular? I think reality TV is kind of whack, but also I think it's really, really interesting at the same time. The reason why I say it's whack, because sometimes it gets really, really scripted, and so I feel like I could just be watching a movie or something, And the reason why I think it is so popular is because it's filled with drama, and there are very much relatable situations that we get involved in every day, so we can relate to it. Like sometimes when you watch movies, you just can't relate to the situation, especially those like cheesy movies, in which I really do like cheesy movies, but or like fairy tale movies sometimes, but yeah, that's why I think reality TV is so popular, is because it's so relatable to our lives every day. But I do think it's whack when it's too scripted, but I love it though. So I think it's whack, but it's also interesting. This is a really good question right now. It says, what problems will technology solve in the next 5 years? And what problems will it create? So this is a very, very good question because I work in technology, and I think technology will probably solve most of the manual work. Hopefully, one day we can get the AI, like artificial intelligence, to test elements to give us results very, very quickly. But before humans, we still have to do trials and testings and test elements and things of that nature. I know this is really, really deep, guys, but I think robots can just go out there, test elements, and really, really quickly run hundreds of thousands of samples to see results. And we can minimize like disease and all these different things. But we have like places like Amazon who's using like robots to like do their deliveries. Big factories where everything is basically robotics. So I think within the next 5 years, technology will definitely improve, and you can see like robot surgeries more, especially with 5G. Probably perform like so many different things. But yeah, process a lot of data, especially when that 5G comes out. Boy. So that 5G is supposed to really just improve the speed of the internet and all these things, so we can get things downloaded really, really, really quickly. Maybe simultaneously, and we can see the results in different technologies, like you name it. You name it. The down part is we would have to know how to work those technologies. So as far as education goes, we would definitely have to learn how to use technology more. Like the field of coding and engineering will have to be at the top of everyone's mind. We're going into a more data-driven world, so coding, system information technology, computer science, things such as that. Those type of courses may be required. And all the manual labor type things will be done, And sometimes, with the artificial intelligence, the downfall is it's unable to learn like human emotions. So things will be so systematic and so emotionless. I'm afraid that the art of love may be taken away. The passion from like minimal work. Like if there's a robot that can mop the floor for you, and you just happen to love mopping floors, but companies know that they could just buy a $5,000 mop robot and it can do it overnight, rather than hire you, and you just lost that. You just lost yourself to a robot. So I think those are the type of issues that we'll have, and so we just have to make sure that we are doing things in a creative way that would bring or keep love circulated and not so systematic and emotionless. That's a great question, by the way. This song is giving me LL Cool J vibe. All right, the next question is, do you wish there were more or fewer holidays, and why? All right, this is one of those things. These are one of those questions where like I do not know. Like I say yes and no at the same time. Like it's bittersweet because most of these holidays are like their origins doesn't start from a good place. So, but I definitely on the other end, I like the holidays and the coming together and the breaks and PTO. You know, the time off, the holiday vacation times that the holiday brings. But I'm not big on the origins of where these holidays started from. You know what I'm saying? So as long as most of these holidays are started, or if there is a holiday in the future and it starts from a good place, from something good, then hey, I'm all for it. All right, this is a cliche question. Hey, what do you look for in a girl or guy? All right, so what do I look for in a girl? Number one, I look for beauty. And that's for real, you know, like a lot of people think that attraction does not matter, but that's the number one thing I look at. You know, and then it's also beauty again, you know, like number one, beauty, number two, beauty. So you have beauty in the most physical sense, and then you have beauty in a figurative sense. To me, someone can have a beautiful mind opposed to a beautiful outer layer, skin, face, features, figure. You know, I think it's important to have those qualities. Yeah, so back to what I was saying is, so I look for, you know, a beautiful person, nice and attractive, like smooth skin, and like the hair doesn't have to be long or short, just well kept, dark, whatever color it is. But then she has to be very, very intuitive and smart, but very funny. Well, not even very funny, but like just witty. Knows how to, you know, crack a joke. Just know how to relax and just vibe. You know, so that's what I look for in a woman. She has to be just educated about random topics, have her own interests, her own hobbies and friends, and you know, just one of those type of females that can, or just women that can, one of those type of girls who has those, you know, characters and qualities that she can really, really just take care of her guy, you know. So yeah, what else? Am I missing something? Oh yeah, someone who knows how to have fun. Whether it's concerts, going out, going for a jog, going for a walk. Someone who's really, really health conscious, as my parents are. not really picky, but as long as you're not crazy. But you know what? I like a little bit of crazy, just a little bit. You know, that's passion. I like passion. You know.
DJ Don YEEZY.
All right. So next question is, what do you do to improve your mood when you are in a bad mood? All right. So the first thing, if I'm in a really horrible mood, here are my three things, and it's not in order, but I would say maybe I'll watch something funny, stand up. I like Dave Chappelle, like maybe a rom-com, something like that. Also, I'll watch maybe an action movie. So watching something funny, watching something really interesting. Number two is sleep. Go to sleep. Like I've identified like the most times where like I don't feel like I'm in a good mood is due to lack of sleep. Yeah. So I'm a night owl, and I realized like if I go to like 3 or 4 days without proper sleep, I'm definitely gonna have the worst mood ever. And the third thing I can't really tell you. That's too personal. Last question, guys. All right. What is the strangest dream you've ever had? All right. Let's see. What is the strangest dream I've ever had? The music just cut out, but let's get it. The strangest dream I've ever had. The strangest dream I've ever had is I was Martin Luther King, and I met my Coretta, and we were just running away from the fires, and we were just running away from a crazy incident, and it was fire everywhere, and we're just running and we're saving each other, and we're just there for each other, and it was just crazy because like it felt so real. Yeah, that was the most strangest dream I've had. Yeah, and then I do have these vivid dreams of paradise. I'm swimming in large bodies of water, and it's just so therapeutic and just warm. Your heart feels golden, and it's like this vision of the mountains and the green trees and the green and blue waters. You're swimming in it, and that strange dream of mine, it was so beautiful and peaceful because it just brought so much like of a utopia into my mind when I was dreaming. I didn't want to come up out of it, and I don't know what it was. Like, I felt like that was one of those gifts that like no one can really achieve unless something of a higher power gives it to you. And so I always thought about that dream so many times, and maybe it's in a new system. Maybe that's how paradise will be. Just beautiful. Everything's beautiful, crisp and clean. Yeah, and that was a fabulous ending to this. So anyway, I'll be back in a few days. Check me out, DJ Don YEEZY. Random questions.